Hello, this is Sonia. I am the founder of Travel Awakens. I help travel professionals design and sell transformational, meaningful offers so they can attract more clients, make a bigger impact, and build a more profitable business. Today, I'm going to share with you a personal story that happened recently. I'm just arriving back home from a trip with my family to the southwest of the US. It was the birthday of my father, significant birthday. So we traveled the whole family to Grand Canyon, the Route 66, Monument Valley, Bryce Canyon, Las Vegas, all that area. That was great fun. But to me, what I really, the highlights of that trip for me are to see my parents, because my parents, I don't know in your case, but in my case, they didn't travel as much as me or my brother traveled. They didn't have that opportunity. Unfortunately, it was a different generation. So maybe in your case, it's the same. But seeing them, enjoying these different landscapes and what the beauty of travel brings. But especially, it was a moment at the end in a room. So at the end, we decided to gift to my parents like a beautiful room in the Hotel Bellagio with beautiful views to the fountain in the center of Las Vegas. And my mom said something. They were looking at the view quietly, and they didn't believe their eyes, how beautiful was everything. And my mom said something like, it feels like we are in a movie. I feel like this is a movie or this is a dream, right? But I knew exactly how she felt, what she meant, because there is much more deep on those words. And I knew because in my case, also it happened to me. I awakened to transformational travel this way, actually. So when I was in my 20s, I traveled to London for the first time. I've been traveling internationally before within Spain. I'm originally from Spain, so I traveled to the south of France. I'd seen a little bit, nearby. But that trip was special. I believe also for the culture shock, how different was everything. I remember, I didn't think about it. It's like the thought like struck me that I felt I was in a movie. And there is much more depth in those words. I know it's not easy to explain, but maybe you felt the same and you can understand what I mean. But it's like for the first time, I always loved cinema. So I was watching movies. I love movies. But for the first time, I moved from being a spectator and watching a movie to actually being the protagonist of my own movie. I was in my own movie. That's how I felt. So it was like an awakening. It was a moment that I felt super alive. Like I was, wow, this is something new, a new area of my life, a new perspective. Opened my mind to new possibilities, what was possible for me. This part of my life I didn't know exist. So maybe for you also this happened in a similar way, or you can relate somehow. You can let me know in the comments. But awakened me to what it is transformational travel and why I love transformational travel. So the shift of perspective is not just moving physically, moving our bodies locationally or experiencing food or, have fun, disconnect, that all is great. But the personal growth, the mind, eyes opening and how your mind also opens, how do you see these possibilities is really what fascinates me of travel. So if you are here and you are in this, community, it's because you also love transformational travel, or you are curious about it, or you would like to start bringing more to your clients of this transformation through travel. You would love to build a business that allows you to travel yourself, because once you experience that, you want more of it. You never have enough of it. So you can see the world is huge, and there is not just about ticking boxes or visiting as many places as possible. It's about going deeper in the places we go, having conversations with local people, with strangers, with other travelers. You can spend the whole day in a small place going deeper. It's like people who go to museums and they just take pictures or just go quick, pass by all the rooms. It's better to pick a few rooms that you are interested and spend time there and go deeper. But maybe we will talk about this in another episode. But today I want to say that, right? That is important. If you want to create this business in transformational travel, and you know that you want to travel yourself and you want this freedom of travel, work from anywhere in the world, but also helping people to experience the same. Because this is when we see a beautiful landscape or we see a beautiful sunset, we want everybody to look like, look at this, right? So we want to share the experience. We want other people to experience that. So maybe you are in the same situation, that you experience the transformation through travel, you experience all these possibilities, you saw yourself different thanks to travel, and you want other people to experience the same. So that's the vocation, the motivation, right? The passion you have for transformational travel. But sometimes the passion, most of the times, is not enough. You also need clarity. You also need confidence. You also need a methodology. You need a, step-by-step plan of action. You need guidance. You need a mentor, somebody who walked the path before you and can tell you how to do it. So, from the experience I have for over 5 years working on transformational travel and as a travel coach myself, I know that there are two big foundations, two pillars of building this business. One is to be clear about what you want to offer. What's your offer? What's going to be your signature offer? And to do that, you need to know who is your ideal client, who is the person you serve, or the avatar, the person you serve, and how you help them to achieve this transformation. What kind of experience or coaching package or the offer that you have will help your clients, your travelers, to create this transformation, to experience this transformation, whatever this means for your niche. But the other big pillar, the other important part of, is learn how you can sell it. You have to be able, build the offer is important and is the foundation, but if you don't know how to market and sell it, if you don't attract clients to it, if you are not able to fill your trips, your retreats, or your courses, what's the point of this? You're not going to have a business, right? So you need the two pillars. You need the how to understand and create your offer, and know how to sell, market, and promote your offer so you can feel it. So one of the things that I also notice in people and clients I travel professionals or aspirants, people who want to become a transformational travel professional, is that many times we procrastinate or we wait. We wait until we have clarity about that, or we have the confidence to do that. So clarity and confidence are two of the bigger obstacles that I found happen. So clarity and how to do it or what to do. So if you don't know what to offer, if you don't know who is your niche, if you don't know what is going to be the experience you're going to provide, I understand this can keep you stuck, but it can keep you stuck for years. For years and years and years. So clarity does not come by you sitting in your desk or thinking about it. Clarity comes as you go. So you need to first decide. You have to first make the decision that you're going to do that. And once you make this decision, the opportunities, the support, the help, the how will appear. It's not the other way around. So I do this episode because this is very important, and this is what keeps professionals stuck for years. They are waiting until they have all the clarity about what they are going to do, who they are going to serve, how they are going to market, and maybe build the network who will help them to market or make the connections in travel. This, of course, is necessary, but this will happen once you make the decision. It's like trying to see all the signs to arrive to certain destination. You need to start your car and then drive. And as you drive down the road, you will see, oh, you need to take this exit, and now you need to turn left, and now you will see as you go. If you're waiting from home to see everything how it's going to be, you're going to be waiting forever. So that's the big mistake and the biggest error I see in people who want to start in transformational travel or want to start their business or switch their business to a more transformational way, is that they wait to have clarity or they wait to have the confidence. That's another one, right? It's like, I don't feel like this is too big for me. I don't feel like an entrepreneur, or I don't feel like this kind of person or a coach or someone who will guide my clients. I still don't feel, confident enough. So I will wait until I feel confident. It's the same thing. So if you wait until you feel confident, you will be waiting forever, because it's by doing that you will feel this identity. The imposter syndrome is like you don't feel like it, but as you go, you will start. This is how you overcome this, symptom and you overcome this fear by doing it. So as you move and as you drive, using the metaphor I just used earlier, as you drive, you will start feeling you are doing it, you are driving, so you are a driver, right? But if you are at home sitting in your desk, you are not a driver. You can imagine and dream about it and feel like wait until you feel like it. But it's by driving that you will feel you are this person. It's by doing the work that you will feel that you are an entrepreneur, that you will feel you are helping your clients to achieve this transformation through travel. So that's why I wanted to share this episode with you. So you have to first make the decision, and then life will give you the opportunities, the people will show you the way, will show you the how. Okay, so stop procrastinating, stop waiting, make the decision with determination, and then is when your mind will focus on achieving these results. Otherwise, you are your subconscious mind knows that you are not serious, so it's not going to give you this thing because you are dispersed, you are distracted with you have other priorities. So in the moment you make the decision and you are focused and you are determined, is then when all the efforts will come to you and you will notice these opportunities, you will notice all, and by doing is how you will build your business. So if you do that, then is how you can have this meaningful, purpose-driven travel business. You can learn how transformational travel works by, engaging with the right mentoring community, by doing with your own clients, with your own experiences. Otherwise, you may still be at the same place in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments and see you next time.